Hi, everyone. My name is Kayla Bergman, and I'm joined here by my colleague, Kate Hansen.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Our organization, the Center for Rural Affairs, was established in 1973 in Northeast Nebraska. We exist to build more vibrant rural communities. Our main location is based in Lyons, Nebraska, and we have staff across the state as well as in Iowa, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Kate and I are located here in Nevada, Iowa. Today, we're talking about cover crops. For those of you that are not familiar, cover crops are planted outside the cash crop season to protect the soil from eroding. They can be seeded prior to harvest of cash crops using a plane, a helicopter, or high clearance tractor, or they can be drilled after harvest. The benefit of cover crops include soil health, preventing soil erosion, improving water quality, reducing flooding risk, and sequestering carbon. So not only are cover crops beneficial on farm, they're beneficial to that watershed and our environment as a whole. In 2019 alone, Iowa farmers planted 2.2 million acres of cover crops. There is still a lot of room for growth because that's only about 8% of Iowa cropland. So Iowa cover crops are eligible for a discount on their crop insurance this year if they planted cover crops. Kate, can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So this is a pretty exciting program. As you said, if a farmer planted fall cover crops this fall, so in 2021, and they did not receive cost share from a federal or state program, which I'll get into in a minute, they're probably eligible for a $5 per acre discount on their crop insurance for next year. So cover crops this year in 2021 could see that discount next year on your crop insurance. And as I said, those are for acres that are not enrolled in federal or state cost share. So that's things like NRCS programs, like the Conservation Stewardship Program, the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, EQIP, state cover crop cost share, anything you're kind of, most of the things you go to your local service center and can sign up for, that would be probably state and federal cost share. So if it's not enrolled in that, if your acres are not enrolled in that, they're probably eligible for this discount. This is a program jointly administered by IDAL, the Iowa Department of Ag and Land Stewardship, and USDA's Risk Management Agency, or RMA, which is the agency that administers federal crop insurance. And so IDALs will process the applications that they get and then relay the information of who's in the program, who's eligible to RMA, and you'll automatically see that discount on your crop insurance premium if you make it into the program. And most crop insurance policies should be eligible. So multi-peril policies are probably going to be eligible, but there are a few exceptions such as whole farm revenue protection. So if you have a more unique situation, you might need to look into that. And it's just worth noting this program is in its 5th year. Iowa was one of the first states to do such a program and has kind of inspired other programs in states like Illinois and Indiana. And so it's really great to see this continue.
Yeah, that is really great to see that it's a program again this year. How do farmers sign up for this program?
So the deadline is January 14th of next year, 2022, and the process is entirely online. So they can go to apply.cleanwateriowa.org, and we'll put that link in the comments of the Facebook video here. And basically, it's just a form that they'll fill out. It is pretty basic information. I think they pull a lot from the acreage reporting that you're doing for your federal crop insurance anyway, but they will ask information such as your contact info, your crop insurance policy number or numbers, the acres of cover crops seeded, your field numbers, things like that, that kind of level of information. But as I said, they're pulling a lot from FSA as well. And if you have questions about eligibility or just sort of more details on the program, there's also a website, cleanwateriowa.org/crop insurance discount. We'll put that link in the comments as well. And that has a little bit more detail on what you can expect.
Great. Kate, there was a program last fall offering a $5 discount to farmers that have used cover crops due to the pandemic. Is this the same thing as that?
It is not the same thing. And it is, I can see how it's confusing because it looks almost the same, right? It's $5 per acre, it's the crop insurance, it's cover crops. It's not, that was what was called the pandemic cover crop program. And that was offered nationwide in all 50 states. And this is just Iowa. So there has not been any sort of announcement if that national program will continue. Yes or no, I just haven't heard anything yet. So I recommend, applying for the Iowa program if you're eligible. And then if that comes around, keep an eye out in the next few months and try for that as well if you're eligible. Last year, you were able to sort of double up and use both programs on the same acres. So I would just keep an eye out for that, but focus on the Iowa one right now.
Great, thanks. So on our website, you can find a guide to cost share for cover crops in Iowa. So as Kate mentioned earlier, there are other programs that fund cover crops at both the state and federal level. So that resource includes information about those programs through the Department of Ag here in Iowa, the Natural Resources Conservation Service at the federal level, and information on this crop insurance discount. So if you want to find more information on this program or other cost share opportunities, you can find that resource on our website, and we'll actually have that linked in the comments here on the Facebook video as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks for a great discussion, Kayla. I'll just add, if anyone watching has questions or if they're working through the application and want someone to run things by, feel free to reach out to me. My contact info will also be in the comments. We'll have a pretty loaded comment section, it sounds like. You can find my email and phone number there, and happy to help if I can. So yeah, thanks so much, Kayla.
Perfect. Thanks, Kate. Thanks everyone for tuning in.